It is said that the greatest successes often start with the smallest steps. Many of the most famous companies and businessmen who dominate the world today were not born into wealth and comfort. On the contrary, many of them started with humble ideas and big dreams. Such is the story of an ordinary farmer from Michigan, Henry Ford. From a man who worked manually on his farm, he managed to build one of the greatest automotive empires of all time. Henry Ford was born on July 30th, 1863, in Springwells Township, Wayne County, Michigan. He was the oldest of 6 children in a family with 4 boys and 2 girls. His father, William Ford, was born in Ireland and came to America in 1847, settling on a farm in Wayne County. From a young age, Henry showed a great interest in mechanics. At 12 years old, he spent his free time in a small workshop he built himself, and by the age of 15, he had constructed his first steam engine. Henry Ford's career as an automobile manufacturer began in the winter of 1893, when his interest in internal combustion engines led him to build a small single-cylinder gasoline engine. Ford's first engine ran on a wooden table in the kitchen of his home. A later version of this engine powered his first car, which was essentially a frame with 4 bicycle wheels. This first Ford car, named the Quadricycle, was completed in June 1896. On August 19, 1899, Henry Ford resigned from the Edison Illuminating Company and, along with others, founded the Detroit Automobile Company, which went bankrupt after about 18 months. Meanwhile, Ford designed and built several racing cars. In one of them, called the Sweepstakes, he defeated Alexander Winton on a racetrack in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. A month later, he founded his second automobile company, the Henry Ford Company. The first car sold by the Ford Motor Company was the Model A. This car was sold on July 15, 1903, to Charles Montgomery from Chicago for $850. The Model T was introduced on October 1, 1908. The steering wheel was on the left, a feature copied by other companies. The entire engine and transmission were enclosed, and the engine had 4 cylinders. The car was easy to drive and very affordable. It cost only $825 in 1908, which is equivalent to $21,730 today. The price dropped each year. In 1916, the price was only $360, equivalent to $9,480 today. By 1916, around 472,000 Model T cars had been sold. This was, of course, due to mass production. As Ford Motor Company grew, it faced serious challenges, such as competition and changing economic conditions. The initial success of the company with the Model T began to attract new players to the market, creating strong competition. However, unlike many others, Ford did not give up. Instead, he used his innovation to adapt and maintain his success. One of the main challenges was that other manufacturers began to copy Ford's design and working principles, offering similar cars. Over time, economic changes and the drop in demand in the 1920s tested the company. Despite the competition, Ford stayed true to his vision and implemented the strategy of economies of scale, which reduced production costs and maintained his leading position in the market. His strategy of affordable prices and introducing new models, like the Model A, were key to long-term success. Today, Ford Motor Company is one of the most famous and influential automotive companies in the world. Thanks to the innovations and strategies that Henry Ford implemented, such as economies of scale and mass production, the company still dominates the market, producing vehicles found in homes around the world. With models like the Ford F-Series, Mustang, and Explorer, Ford continues to shape the automotive industry, combining advanced technologies with a strong tradition of quality. Henry Ford's legacy is widely recognized, not only in the automotive industry, but also in how he shaped modern production practices. His idea of mass production at affordable prices paved the way for the development of many other industries and significantly increased economic productivity. His commitment to workers, through wage increases and the introduction of the 8-hour workday, had a profound impact on labor rights and working conditions in the United States. Henry Ford passed away on April 7, 1947, at his home in Dearborn, Michigan, due to a cerebral hemorrhage at the age of 83. With his death, the world lost one of the greatest industrialists of all time, but his legacy lives on through his company, which remains a symbol of innovation, quality, and industrial progress.